So anyway, today what we're going to do is this. I'm going to... Wait, wait, that's very strange. Why is Varun's face there? Wait a minute. Let me just pin my spotlight. Yeah. Okay, can. I start show now. Okay, so we're gonna start now. Okay. Oh, very bright. So the prerequisite today we're doing lesson 28. All right, we're doing situational writing. Yeah. We're doing situational writing. We will be identifying purpose, audience, context, structure, and language features. Question 1, situational writing, and then we have a composition, not composition, but situational writing, more on formal letter. Okay, then we will do question 2 to 4, which is current affairs. What is the current affairs about? The same thing as we can think about it for in terms of oral exam. Okay, Ken? So the slides, if you see later, is structured for that. So instructions is answer all questions, type all answers in the given spaces. Okay, we go on now. The house rules again, just to go through with you. It is compulsory to turn on your video and mute your microphone. Please use the chat function if you would like to do any of the following. Sorry about that. Ask a question, answer question, share feedback. Sure, I know camera. Oh, okay, sure, no problem. If you don't have a camera, never mind. Sometimes the camera is broken. So, well, can't help, can't be helped. Okay, as long as I take your attendance is important, yeah? So I take your attendance already, right, Aiden? So I think it's okay. If your camera is fixed one day, right, or you have camera one day, then you just on, okay? Can? Thanks. So please raise your hand and wait for teacher's permission to unmute yourself for speaking. If you need to be excused or a break, please inform the teacher using chat function and return ASAP, okay? Be mindful to be respectful to our students and teachers in class. Okay, so I'm going to move on now to the next slide. Situational writing and composition, formal letter, current affairs, right? Okay, that one's later. We do got situational writing today. So what is the situational writing about? I won't go so fast because the situational writing, I will do step by step with you because today we'll be doing formal. I think we did the situational writing informal before, right? That day we wrote, I think, about going to Sentosa, right? And then there's quite a lot of things to talk about in that particular lesson. It was quite dense. Yeah, the lesson was quite dense where we have a lot of information and then we go and check the brochure, all that. So today it's not informal letter, it is a formal letter. Okay, so let's move on. Guys, just wondering, have you done formal letter for your situational writing? You can check with me. You don't need to say. If you don't want to say, it's okay, no problem. Are you doing situational writing formal letter or not? Just check with me, yes or no? Just have a look. No, not yet. Okay, Chloe, no problem. So, how about the rest of you? Have you done or not? No problem. Sure. Okay. Okay. Anyone? No, I think people haven't done. If you keep quiet means I assume that you have not done the formal letter, okay? Because some schools already covered. So if it has been covered for you, then it's okay. It's more like revision for you now, okay? Can? So let's move. Skills involved in writing such responses will be useful throughout your life. All right. Sorry, I forgot my pen, so I better go and do my pen. Give it Okay, involved in writing such responses will be useful throughout your life. Yeah, very important. Because you know why? In numerous contexts, whether you are applying for a job, yeah, in Sec 4, in Sec 3, Sec 4, you will learn how to write applying example, not applying for a job. Applying for a job depends on context. Also applying for internship. So for O level, one of the questions, right? One of the questions for O level, if I'm not mistaken, the 2019 paper or something like that. So they actually ask you to write a letter, formal letter to ECG officer, and then requesting that you want to apply for an internship. for a certain company. So what they do is they give you like three choices, then you choose one and then you go and talk about it. Yeah. Yeah. So formal letter is important because later on in life, later on secondary school, right, you may need to write formally to certain organizations for VIA. I think now also possible, no? I think primary six, some students are in some schools in primary six have to write, have to learn how to write information for their VIA, for example. I don't know if you remember your school have or not. So if formal letter is important because you will need it. You will need it in secondary school when you're applying for example, certain things, yeah, scholarship and all that, you need to apply. Yeah, you need to know how to write. So it's a good practice for you all. Next is providing feedback on a product. Okay, so provide feedback on a product. Example, reviews. Yeah, reviews, the reviews that you all do. But then nowadays, the now concept now is that you talk about it, right? You see a toy or something like it's interesting for you, you go and give reviews, then people like your reviews, then you get money out of it, right? But then that is the what we are doing currently in the social media, right? People can get a lot of money by doing that. But the thing is, because we're doing academic, okay, we are all doing academic, so they will teach you how to provide feedback also on a product. Okay, so that is also written formally to a particular company, for example. Okay, example product that you buy from. Okay, next one is communicating with friends and colleagues. So mainly communicating with friends will be informal letter, and colleagues will be informal letter, but mostly communicating with maybe CEO of a company, that kind of thing, will be formal letter. Okay, so just to remember the purpose, the audience, and the context. Whenever you do, it's the same thing like your informal letter, same. Because the informal letter we did PAC, right? So now we do formal letter. It is actually also PAC. Very important to establish PAC, purpose, audience, context, from the given paragraph. Remember, there's a given paragraph. Yeah, so from there, right, you get all the information. You have to annotate. Your teacher has taught you how to annotate, right? Basically, it's the same thing. Okay, you have to annotate from the given paragraph. The PAC can be found there. Okay, can let's move on. So understanding purpose, audience, and context. Before you can respond to any situation, you have to understand the purpose, audience, and context of the writing task. This will influence the ideas and content you choose to include, organization or structure of your writing, the words you choose to use, the tone and register that you want to convey. All this is under language use. Okay, this one is under language use. All right, LU. I just put down here LU. All right, the words that you choose to use is also under LU. L language, because when they mark you, right? Yeah, because when they mark you, hold on, okay, I think is L upon, it's upon 20. Okay, organization and structure of your writing ideas. This one is the content. Okay. Of course, the rubric is more, right? But this is not rubric. This one is just to tell you that how this will influence your ideas and content that you choose to include, right? Because you need to know your purpose, correct or not? By knowing your purpose, right, then you will, when you have a purpose, right, then everything will fall in place. If you got your purpose wrong, get your purpose wrong, then you're not going to answer the paper correctly. Okay, I move on. Next, identifying purpose. So what do we do? What do we mean? Sorry. Okay. The purpose of a piece of writing is in its objective. Objective is the aim. Okay. Are you writing to inform or persuade? So this one is inform, meaning to tell people or something, or is it to persuade? But usually for your ultimately you're sitting for O level, it is to tell people, to persuade, because you are writing a proposal. For O level is proposal, right? So because it's a proposal, therefore it's to persuade the audience. All right. The audience can be teacher. The audience can be the CEO of a company, or the audience can be ECG officer, can be people of authority. Okay. Or it can also be to classmates. All right. Because it's a speech, right? If it's a speech to classmates or to the school, right? The purpose is to tell people that I have chosen one choice and this is the best choice for all of us. And that's why we are doing this. So it's more of a proposal. It's not more, it is a proposal. So all formal letter, all right, for situation writing um, is essentially proposal. All right. Formal letter, informal letter, both is essentially proposal. You are proposing. So if you notice something that you are, when you invite your cousin to Singapore, right? You propose to go to Sentosa to certain areas, for example. Right? Remember we choose three, right? There were three things. So we choose one place, just one place, right? So you invite the person, come to Singapore, come and stay with me. But out of the three places, all right, I choose one, and one is the best for us. So you see, you notice not, although it is to invite, it is still to propose, to choose one idea and then to talk about it. Okay, mainly to propose, and then that's why I say it is more to persuade. All right, these are the main reasons for writing. We can further break this down into the following: right to inform or right to persuade. But it's okay. 88 tuition will teach both parts. All right, it's all right. There's I think it's good. It's no, I think it is good to write to inform and write to persuade. Both is important. Both are important. Identifying purpose. So what do we do when we identify purpose? Right. So this is what we do. Let me see how to write. Identifying purpose, right? When we write to inform, you know. Oh, okay, then I see my timing. When we write to inform, we may write to describe, report, make an announcement, instruct, notify. Okay. Mm. Yeah, make an announcement, instruct, and notify. Okay, so set one, sec two will have this. All right, sec one, sec two, your teacher may teach you all this. But when you hit sec three, sec four, okay, upper levels, but sec one, sec two also you still have proposal. But when you hit sec three, sec four, mainly, okay, mainly, your situational writing is mainly for proposal, okay, because sec one, sec two can still explore. So your teacher will teach you how to do it. All right. So when we write to persuade, we may write to convince, to justify, to argue a point, or to make a recommendation. Okay. So usually when we formal letter is the part two. Okay, so next one, identifying purpose. Example one, identify the purpose of your task. How would it affect the ideas or content you choose to include? So for example, right, uh, how would it affect the ideas or content you choose to include? You attend a concert which ended late. So we find the purpose. Okay, now you do not want your parents to worry, so you want to send them a message, right? To let them know that you will be home late. Okay, so what's the purpose? What's the purpose of this? These two lines, what is the purpose? You attended a concert which ended late. You do not want your parents to worry, so you want to send them a message to let them know that you will be home late. So what is the purpose of you telling your parents? What do you think? You want to chat with me? Uh, Anyone want to chat with me for the purpose? No, okay, then I give you the purpose first. Okay, so mainly what is the purpose? The purpose is to inform. You are not going to complain to your parents, right? You see the context is like that. This is the context, all right? So the context is you attended a concert, okay, and the concert is late. Maybe you watch a Korean concert, because I think Korean concerts have been in Singapore for many years already, right? And then their idols are here. Not only concert about Korean, there are concerts from other parts of the world also. All right, example, you don't want your parents to worry, so you want to send them a message to let them know that you will be home late. So the purpose is to inform, right? You're not writing a situation writing yet. Okay, so what ATA tuition is